Hello, today's video we have the following content.
The host commented on Xiao Zhan's use of the popularity of Qing Yu Nian too. Frankly speaking, the public opinion is ridiculous, and Xiao Zhan is worthy of it. Recently, with the popularity of the new drama celebrating more than years 2 starring Zhang Ruoyun, Li Qian and others, Xiao Zhan has been a hot topic on the internet. Some people even say that Xiao Zhan is spoofing celebrating more than years 2. Mr. Qing Yu, a famous host, commented on the popularity of Yu Nian too, saying frankly that such public opinion is very ridiculous and is completely unfounded and nonsense. It is worth mentioning that Xiao Zhan not only did not take advantage of the popularity, but instead injected a lot of traffic and popularity into the drama. Xiao Zhan not only had a clear conscience, but also drained a lot of traffic. It is reported that there is a public opinion on the internet about Xiao Zhan and Qing Yu Nian too. The content is that Xiao Zhan is riding on the popularity and his words are full of sarcasm and sarcasm. Teacher Qing Yu, who is the host of Justice, commented on this, saying frankly it's ridiculous and surprising. The real situation is that Xiao Zhan and Peter Pan not only did not gain popularity, but also brought good publicity effects to the show. This is undeniable. For Xiao Zhan, he has never said a word about this drama and has been filming on the crew of The Legend of Tibetan Sea. It is really like sitting at home while the pot comes from the sky. Judging from the fans' response, everyone was speechless. Xiao Zhan is clear about his conscience. Whether he is a person or a deed, Xiao Zhan is upright and above board. Then again, Xiao Zhan is too popular, and the topics related to Xiao Zhan are too hot. He is destined to take the blame and be hurt. It doesn't matter. Xiao Zhan, who has a clear conscience, is destined to be fearless. In short, I wish Xiao Zhan the best and will continue to support Xiao Zhan. You may encounter all kinds of bad public opinions in the coming days. There is no need to be afraid. Xiao Zhan has a clear conscience and is open-minded. Peter Pan is full of trust in Xiao Zhan and will never leave him. Next news. Xiao Zhan is actually still a WoW artist. How long does it take for his contract to expire? What a bargain, Long Danny. Xiao Zhan, who established his own studio as early as 2019, is actually still a WoW artist. He is becoming more and more popular and has not terminated his contract with his old club. Fortunately, Xiao Zhan, whose career is at its peak, has complete autonomy in taking on roles and negotiating business, and is not restricted by the company. It is understood that Xiao Zhan signed a 10-year contract with Huawei in 2016, and it was only a team deal. His personal film and television contract had already expired in 2023. In other words, by 2026, Xiao Zhan will completely get rid of Long Danny and become an independent individual, becoming Xiao Zhan's own. This is a great thing for Xiao Zhan himself, and why not for his fans? Nowadays, Xiao Zhan is almost working alone. He does not rely on anyone to get resources, nor is he bound by them. He just distributes some money to the company. So why is everyone so sad that Xiao Zhan did not terminate his contract? This was not even the beginning of Xiao Zhan's career. As his boss, Long Danny looked down on him and treated him differently. Xiao Zhan encountered a lot of unfair treatment. Work arrangements are often neglected, he is often missing from the group itinerary, and even if the itinerary is sent, it is still wrong. Huaojuji's official blog promotion also directly excludes him, as if he is not a member of Zhi Youth League. It's really a great thing that brings joy and happiness to everyone. In May 2019, before Xiao Zhan became popular with Chen Qingling, he filed a contract termination lawsuit with the court, but after a lot of hard work, he still failed. In October 2019, Xiao Zhan voluntarily dropped the lawsuit in exchange for the establishment of his personal studio. With Xiao Zhan's current status and influence in domestic entertainment, how much money would Long Danny have to take away just to enjoy the profits? It's really cheap for her. In 2 years, Xiao Zhan will no longer be Xiao Zhan of X9 Youth League. At that time, there will be an exciting moment. The group name will be removed from all major social platform accounts, leaving only the word Xiao Zhan. Like the most refreshing wind in midsummer, it is also the warmest light. Next news. Jade Bones is scheduled to be released in the summer vacation. Although the summer vacation is not approaching yet, the craze of the summer release has quietly arrived. Many film and television dramas are already gearing up to show off their talents in this midsummer season and compete for the audience's attention. Not long ago, some high-profile film and television works have released new trailers. Although the specific broadcast date has not yet been determined, these trailers have sent a clear message to the audience: they will be released with everyone in the summer season. Meet and bring an audiovisual feast. Among the many film and television works, Jade was the first to open the reservation channel and announced that it would be broadcast during the summer vacation. This undoubtedly heightened the audience's expectations. Everyone is eagerly looking forward to enjoying this masterpiece as soon as possible. Judging from the plot content of Jade, it has a lot of potential to become a hit, and it is very likely to become the next popular TV series. First of all, the starring cast of the show is luxurious. Xiao Zhan and Renmin co-starred, making the audience full of expectations for this work. After Xiao Zhan appeared on the screen in 2 consecutive modern dramas, he once again met the audience in a costume image, which undoubtedly aroused enthusiastic attention and expectations from fans. To say that this show is not compelling is obviously impossible. In the series, Xiao Zhan portrays the role of the great priest Hawkage. He was originally destined to become the undisputed heir, but he had to give up his emotions and abide by his purity of mind throughout his life. However, just when Qing assumed the role of high priest, he encountered a fateful fate, an encounter with Zhu Yan, the princess of the Red Clan. Zhu Yan decided to become Qing's disciple, and from then on the two began to get along inseparably. As time goes by, the relationship between them gradually heats up. However, due to the need to let go of emotions and a series of complex reasons, Qing can only silently bear all the pressure and pain, and even has to make many decisions that go against his own inner wishes. Full stop. Zhu Yan did not understand the deeper meaning, but mistakenly believed that Qing did it intentionally, which led to the deepening of misunderstanding between the two, and eventually they fell into an affectionate entanglement full of sadomasochism. In the latest trailer, we witnessed a magnificent emotional journey between Qing and Zhu Yan. From the initial acquaintance, to the gradual feelings and falling in love, to the subsequent conflicts and even mutual confrontation, each stage is deeply imprinted with Qing's inner struggle and pain. However, despite the huge physical and mental pressure and suffering, Qing chose to endure it all silently and face all the difficulties and challenges alone in order to protect Zhu Yan. Furthermore, the plot design of the play is extremely attractive. Jade is adapted from the original work Zhu Yan written by Qing Yu. It is not only the first story of 2 Cities of Mirrors, but also incorporates many well-known characters into its grand story background setup. For example, the character Hawkage is not just a priest, he actually has the identity of Prince Kong Sang. Jiuyi Mountain is where Qing and Zhu Yan retreat to practice. Later, Qing heroically sacrificed his life for Zhu Yan's safety, and Zhu Yan buried him in Jiuyi Mountain with grief. Time passed by, and Zhu Yan passed away many years later. She also chose to be buried next to Qing, so that the two could be together forever. This touching story is brilliantly presented in 2 Cities of Mirrors. The entangled love between Qing and Zhu Yan is undoubtedly the most eye-catching focus of this drama. The drama has reached its peak in presenting the aesthetics, from the initial taboo and deep love between the two, to their subsequent love for each other but unable to come together, to their mutual misunderstanding and the final resolution of their knots, but ultimately the tragedy of being unable to stay together. The ending makes people deeply feel the strong sadomasochism atmosphere exuded by this work. While watching, the audience couldn't help but lament their love journey and lamented the tricks and helplessness of fate. If the classic fragments and scenes in Jade can be presented brilliantly, then it is likely to be like Flower Bones, deeply attracting the audience and making them irresistible, and they will still be unable to stop until the end of the plot. This kind of character setting really makes people feel sympathy, especially seeing Xiao Zhan's handsome and charming face makes people feel pity overall. The production level of the show is quite outstanding. It is obvious from the trailer that has been aired that as a costume drama incorporating fantasy elements, the performance of special effects and props is crucial. Fortunately, judging from the scenes shown in the trailer, the special effects scenes of the show are magnificent and realistic, and the presentation of props did not disappoint the audience. It is particularly worth mentioning that the costume design of the protagonists is truly ingenious. It is not only eye-catching, but also does not feel cheap at all. Instead, it looks particularly exquisite and beautiful. This is undoubtedly the culmination of countless efforts and wisdom put into by the production team behind the scenes. It is worth mentioning that in this drama, Xiao Zhan performed in person and used his own original voice dubbing. Throughout the performance, his lines were smooth and natural, and his pronunciation was clear and powerful. This shows that Xiao Zhan has practiced a lot in his lines. Kung Fu really comes from preparation. There is a line in the trailer that is particularly touching and makes people burst into tears. When Shi Ying, played by Xiao Zhan, was dying, he asked Zhu Yan affectionately, "If I leave, will you feel heartbroken?" This line is heartbreaking. The deep love is hidden deep in the heart, but it is difficult to express it. She mistakenly thought that Zhu Yan's crush was Xiao, but in the end she discovered that it was just a misunderstanding. Based on the trailers and still seen so far, the TV series Jade Bones has indeed shown a certain appeal, and people can't help but want to find out. Now that the show has been planned to meet everyone during the summer vacation, it must not be too far away from its official broadcast. So, are you also looking forward to this drama?
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.